Right. Assalamualaikum and good morning, class.
Morning, Good morning, teacher.
All right. How are you doing today?
Great.
Great. Okay. I hope that all of you have take your breakfast. Okay. To give you energy in the class. Now, why are you doing that face?
Not yet, teacher.
You're not
Hungry.
you're not taking your breakfast yet?
Not yet.
Why?
There's no food.
There's no food. All right. Okay. It's okay. All right. So for today's learning, okay, we are already in the last chapter, which is Unit 8. All right. Let me share screen first. So here it is, which is Unit 8 image. If you have textbook with you, you can turn to page 113. Okay, we can to we can turn to page 113. Can you see my slides?
Yes.
All right. So unit 8 image. When you see the topic, what do you think that this topic will cover on?
Pictures.
Pictures. What else?
Shape.
Shape. Okay. All right. So here it is. Before we start with the chapter, I would like to ask, do you know about technology?
Of course.
All right. Okay. Akim, you say of course. So, what kind of technology that you know?
Phones, laptops, tablets, etc.
All right. Okay. So, that is technology, which is everything is the electrical appliance basically. Okay, so just list out three technological advancement that we have today. So just now, Akim have listing such as phones, tablets, laptop. What else is the technological advancement that we have today? Anyone? What else the others than what have Akim said?
Machine.
Machines, all right. So yes, machines, which is we are using in the factories, all right. We can also say printer. Okay.
Yes.
So next, what is technology? Technology is basically the application of scientific knowledge to the practical aims human life, or to solve problems or invent useful tools. Okay, so that is technology. All right. So, are you understand? Are you clear?
Yes.
How about Alif and Yiji? Are you clear? What is technology?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Okay. So, here it is. When you turn to page 113 in your textbook, okay, you can see this big title, which is Don't Believe Everything You See. Okay, I want volunteer to tell me, what do you think from this title? What can you think that actually this tag is about when you see this title? Anyone? No one? No idea? Okay. So basically, in Don't Believe Everything You See, I can see, okay, before I read the text, I can see that I think that it going to tell us that not all the pictures that we are see is real. Okay? Because we are living in a technology world, which is uh everything can be edited. Okay? So that is my perception after I take a look at the title. Alright, now, so uh, let us proceed with reading the text. So, can I have Alif to read the first paragraph?
It
Alif, are
is
you there?
well known. Yes,
Alright, okay, proceed.
yes, teacher.
Proceed.
Apa?
It is well known.
That most photographs of models and celebrities are an unrealistic portrayal of beauty. This is because many of the images have been edited using digital manipulation. Using computer software like Photoshop is so common that the word Photoshop has even entered dictionaries as a verb. The pressure to conform to what the media shows to be beautiful influences people's psychology negatively.
Alright, thank you, Alif. Alright, so for paragraph 2, can I have EG?
You may think that the manipulation of photograph all began with the development of computer software, but the photo manipulation is almost as old as photography itself. What you are actually seeing is a photo of the politician of John Calhoun with the president head stuck on it. These early photos were usually changed using ink, paint and airbrush, but when the photo editing software was invented, photo manipulation really took off. Recently, developments have even made it possible to digitally edit moving pictures, making actors in a scene tinier, taller, fatter, or smaller.
Alright, okay, that's good. Next, for third paragraph, can I have Akim?
Sure. Obviously, making people look slimmer by 10 kilos or making their eyes bigger to improve their looks is bending the truth too much. But how about changing the background to suit the color of a dress or changing the color of a model's eyes or hair? Is this acceptable? What about making a model's skin slightly smoother? The point is that everyone has their own opinion about when photo manipulation gets out of hand.
Alright, thank you, Akim. Okay, and for number 5, sorry, I think this is the fourth paragraph. Can Alpha read for me?
Sure, teacher.
Okay.
It is important to understand the effect photo manipulation has on people, especially young people. It's harmless enough when girls have their hair cut like a famous actress, but having plastic surgery to change the shape of their nose or to make their lips bigger is more serious. The results are permanent and health risks are high. In some countries, a shocking 50% of girls from 16 to 21 have considered having plastic surgery to become better looking. However, these girls don't realize that they want to look like someone that isn't actually real.
Alright, thank you, Naufal. So let me read for the last paragraph. Some celebrities have started to rebel against photoshopping and have posted pictures of themselves on the internet so that people can see how much digital manipulation of photography is happening in the media. In the UK, the British Girl Guide Association has asked for all Photoshop images to be clearly labeled. Perhaps this way they will realize how fake the media's idea of beauty and perfection is and appreciate more genuine qualities in themselves. Alright, students. So, from this text, we can see that uh, from my perception, which is don't believe everything you see is it going to tell us that actually this tag is about they are going to tell us the truth that actually the picture of the people in the magazine, most of it have been added, right? Added by Photoshop. Okay, so from the text as well, we can see that they are going to say that the media is lying. The media is not lying actually. Okay, the media just want to make the photo become more nice and beautiful because what is the importance to make the picture become beautiful because we want to attract the people. We want to attract the people buying the products, right? To make the people trust with the products. So that is why editing is important as well. Okay, right. So before that, I have the questions. All right, as usual, we have the comprehension questions after we have read the text. Right. So, wait. Okay, I would like to ask. Okay, what is Photoshop? Anyone? What is Photoshop?
Editing pictures,
Mm,
perhaps.
yes, it is a computer software which is we can we can edit the picture. So, did photo manipulation begin with the development of computer software? Did the digital manipulation begin with the development of computer software?
Yes.
Is it? Yes. No, alright. The digital manipulation is not the development of the computer software which is Photoshop. Right? It is not the digital manipulation. Okay, that's it for the comprehension. Now, I'm going to show you a video about how technology has increased human development. Okay, so you have to look carefully from this video as well because after this, I'm going to ask you what are the similarities from the text previously and from the video. Okay.
Human progress is usually a pretty gradual process. But at certain points in history, our development has spiked, resulting in populations living more comfortable, healthier, longer lives. By and large, these big leaps in progress are caused by a new technology or innovation, like how the wheel got things rolling. Take the Industrial Revolution. For thousands of years, life stayed the same. Everyone lived on or near the land that provided their food and water. Their clothes and tools were made within their community, and the average life expectancy was 35. Basic machinery was usually fueled by limited power sources, like water wheels, windmills, horsepower, or people power. But in the late 1700s, an industrial revolution began in Great Britain. The invention of the spinning jenny and water frame ignited the mechanization of the textile industry. The steam engine quickly followed, making it possible to work, farm, and live without proximity to waterways. Textiles, clothing, and furniture could be cheaply mass-produced, freeing up labor and resources which could be used to develop new transportation methods like steamboats and railroads. As these new goods and technologies spread around the world, populations increased, and average income saw unprecedented growth, marking the first time in history where a standard of living improvement was widespread. Another exemplary push forward in another time, place, and industry was the Green Revolution. With rising populations came new challenges. In the mid-1900s, India was experiencing a massive food crisis. The country had recently gained independence and was facing political chaos and famine. Indian officials went on a desperate search for new crops and agricultural technology. They imported and lab-tested lab-made grain varieties, and combined with newly implemented cultivation technologies like fertilizer and irrigation, one newcomer took hold. it started producing 10 times the yield of traditional rice. They dubbed it miracle rice. These innovations would go on to make India a world leader in rice production and save hundreds of millions of lives from starvation. The world we live in today is built upon the rapid progress from periods of manufacturing and agricultural advancements like these. They've given the world electricity, blueberries in wintertime, planes, along with some unintended consequences: pollution, chemical contamination, and overcrowding. Today, we know innovation has the power to drive development. And in a modern world, there's more potential than ever for emerging technology to make its mark. Many experts believe we are currently in the midst of a digital revolution. In sub-Saharan Africa specifically, innovations in technology have the potential to improve lives in a region lacking the traditional information and communication infrastructure found elsewhere. When mobile phones arrived in sub-Saharan Africa in the early 2000s, for example, hundreds of millions of people were able to connect for the first time. But it's not just about texting and checking Facebook. Mobile banking has reduced the need for centralized banking and given people access to bank accounts for the first time. In Mali, telemedicine is helping to make up for a lack of trained healthcare professionals in rural areas. In Rwanda, people in need can request blood that is then delivered by drone. And throughout the region, business owners and farmers are using their phones to buy solar energy or trade crops. Already, digital innovations are making many Africans wealthier, healthier, and better educated. At the same time, population increases will create new strains and pressures that technology will have difficulty addressing. The costs and rewards are likely to be felt unevenly, and negative effects that no one planned for could arise alongside. And today, as we see the rise of emerging technology like robotics and artificial intelligence, it is critical to remember that such repercussions have been true throughout history and will continue to be so of all future technological revolutions to come.
Alright, that's 8. For the how technology has increased human development. Okay, so before we proceed to the next slide, I would like to tell you that if you notice, there is a few slightly similarity, which is it said just now that this technology it helps people to have, sorry, not this one. All right. Okay, for just now, it said that this photo manipulation is to make the people become more interested to buying the magazine and newspaper as well. So that is what is done in the technology as well. When we keep and improvise the technology, it will attract the people to get something new and to know something new as well from what we have improvised from the technology. Okay, so that is why from the digital manipulation it is not wrong at all, because there is advantages from the digital manipulation. Okay, class? Right. Next, what are the similarities of the videos and text? What are the similarities that you can found other than from what I have mentioned just now? Anyone? It's fine. Anyone can answer.
Disadvantages
Disadvantages of
can uh disadvantages that cause harm.
that causes harm. Yes. All right. What else? What else that you can found from the similarities of the text and videos? I just need another one. What do you think? Just now in the video, it clearly mentioned the technological advancement, right? So in the text, what is the technological advancement that they use? It is Photoshop.
For
Photoshop.
Yes. So in the videos, it using electronic appliance for keep upgrading, okay, from the late 1000 1700s to 19000s to 1900s and until 2000s, that there is the technological advancement on the phones. Alright, so what are the similarities? Here it is: technological advancement, disadvantages that causes harm, and technology is always improving. Okay, so what improving? The phones, the editing apps. Alright, so far, are you clear, students?
Yes.
Yes.
How about Alif and Yiji? Are you clear? Yes,
Ye-
Yiji. Alright, that's good. So now let us proceed with activity. Alright, so please be prepare your mentally and physically because we are going to do this activity together. Right. So if you have textbook with you, please turn to page 114 to take a look on the exercise. Alright. So read the text again. Complete the gaps 1 until 6 with the sentences A to G below. There is one extra sentence which you do not need to use. Okay, before we proceed, I would like you to take a look at the sentence here. Okay, if you have any words or phrases that you are unfamiliar, please let me know. Okay, please take a look first at these sentences. All right, class. Is it you have any questions regarding the sentences? No?
No.
All right. Okay. Now, let us proceed with the activity. Okay. If you notice just now, in the text, we have the number one in a circle, number two in a circle. So, that is where you have to put the alphabets from A to G. But remember, there is one extra sentence which you do not need to use. Right? So, number one, the pressure to conform to what the media shows to be beautiful influences people's psychology negatively. So, from number one, which one is the suitable sentences for the alphabet?
G.
G. However, it is important to be aware of the effects these images can have. Right? So, number one, G. Number two, what you are actually seeing is a photo of the politician John Cohen with the president's head stuck on it. So, from number two, what is the answer? Anyone?
A.
A. How about the rest? What is your answer? What do you think? Alright, that's correct. Your answer is A, okay, which is take the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln standing at a desk from the 1860s, for example. Okay, number three. Recent developments have even made it impossible to digitally edit moving pictures, making actors in a scene thinner, taller, fatter, or smaller. So, from number three, what is the synthesis? What is the gap that you should put between that?
I think is
B.
Boy. Okay, Yiji answer C. Akim, what is your answer?
B.
Boy. Alright. So the answer is boy, which is nowadays it is very rare to find a photo in a magazine that hasn't been photoshopped in some way. Right? Number 4. Obviously, making people look slimmer by 10 kilos or making their eyes bigger to improve their looks is bending the truth too much. So, from this number 4 sentences, what is the gap that you should put here? You want? Alif, what the answer for the gaps number 4?
Is it E, teacher?
E. No. The answer is F, which is most people disapprove of photo manipulation because they feel that a photograph should represent reality. Okay? Because making people look slimmer by 10 kilos or making their eyes bigger to improve their look is bending the truth too much. Number 5. It is important to understand the effect photo manipulation has on people, especially young people. What is the gaps? It is harmless enough when girls have their hair cut like a famous actress, but having plastic surgery to change the shape of their nose or to make their lips bigger is more serious. So, what is the gaps for number 5? G. G we already answered, which is for number 1 just now.
Is it C?
C. They are strongly influenced by the image presented to them in the media and they enjoy copying a celebrity's look. Okay, is it correct? Yes, it is C. It is important to understand the effect photo manipulation has on people, especially young people. They are strongly influenced by the image presented to them in the media and they enjoy copying a celebrity's look. Why is it? Because here, the girls, when they having their hair cut like a famous actress, but they also having the plastic surgery to change the shape of their nose as well and to make their lips bigger. Okay? So that is why the answer is C. And the last one. In the UK, the British Girl Guide Association has asked for all Photoshop image to be clearly labeled. Number 6 is the gaps. Perhaps this way they will realize how fake the media's idea of beauty and perfection is and appreciate more genuine qualities in themselves. So, what is the gap for number 6? Is it,
A?
sorry?
Is it A?
A, we already answered A for number 2. We are not using yet the alphabets donkey and elephant. What do you think? Which one? Yiji?
E.
Alright. Why is it E? This would allow people to get a clearer picture of what's real and what's not. Okay? Why is it that is the answer? Because this way they will realize how fake the media's idea of beauty and perfection is and appreciate more genuine qualities in themselves. Right? So that is the answer Congratulations for those who have got all correct. If you have one wrong or two wrongs, don't worry because learning from mistakes. Okay? If you doesn't make a mistakes, how are you going to learn? What do you learn? Okay? Now, let us proceed with the last activity. So, this one you have to highlight the words or phrases in the text with their meanings. Okay? So, there are two extra meanings which you do not need to use. In the previous exercise, there is only one sentences that you do not need to use. But this time around, you you have two extra meanings that you do not need to use. So, number one, conform. What is the meaning of conform?
To follow other rules, people rules.
To follow other people's rules or idea. Yes, the answer is E for number one. Okay, students, if you want to have the clear picture, you may take a look at the sentences that has been highlighted in the yellow. Okay, be highlighted with yellow color. So if you want to know what is the meaning, you have to read the sentences and then you can guess what is the meanings. Alright? So meanwhile, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to complete the exercise. After that, we will discuss the answer. Okay? Is it okay, students?
Okay.
Alright, okay. 5 minutes starts from now.
I'm done.
Alright, wait. Let us wait for the rest. All right. How about the rest? Have you done?
Yes.
Okay. Alif and Yuji, have you done?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Okay. So let us proceed. Oh, sorry. Okay. So for just now, number one, confirm we have discussed. The answer is E, which is follow other people's rules or ideas. Number two, take off. Can I have Alif to answer? Alif, what is the answer for number two? Take off.
Mm,
Anyone would like to have Alif?
It's
H.
H.
H, right?
Successful.
Yes, correct. Become successful suddenly. Number three, bend the truth. Can I have EG? What is the answer? Bend the truth? What does it mean by bend the truth?
Niji answered A, teacher.
Alright, A, yes, correct. The answer is change something so that it is not exactly true. Number four, rebel. What does it mean by rebel?
Fight against.
Fight against. Yes, that's correct. A.
Teacher, you just revealed the answer.
It's
Number 5
fine.
is C.
It's okay. That is a bonus mark for you because you get the answer. Okay. So number four is rebel, which is G, fight against. And number five, just now, as Naufal has mentioned, that she get the answer. Appreciate is C, which is recognize somebody's or something's value. So for the last one is disapprove. Alright, can I have Alif again? What is the answer for disapprove, Alif? What does it mean by disapprove? There is only left boy, donkey, and fish. Which one you think is the answer, Alif? Is it B, D, or F?
Can I answer?
Yes, I came sure.
I think it is D.
D, donkey. Yes, disapprove means that you are not agreeing with or you are not accept someone's idea. Okay, think that somebody or something is not good. Okay, I disapprove her works because I think that there is something wrong somewhere. Okay, so that is what disapprove. All right, so that's it for the activity. So from the two activities that I have give to you, are you clear, class? What does it this text actually tell you?
Yes.
Yes. So now you already know the editing apps of Photoshop. Okay, so if you want to edit yourself, you can use the Photoshop. But remember, do not misuse it. Okay, so we are almost to the end of the class, which is now we are here for the discussion. Okay, do you think photo manipulation is wrong? Is it wrong or it is not wrong? for having photo manipulation?
Um,
What do you think? It's okay, anyone can answer.
I think
Mm-hmm.
it might be wrong when you want to advertise something like some products,
Mm-hmm.
because when people buy that product, they will not get like
It should. They didn't get the result that it should, is it?
yes.
Alright. Okay. How about Akim? In
I
your
have
opinion?
to partially agree with the statement.
No, you cannot.
Why?
Why is
Because
it Akim?
um, photo manipulation is wrong because it can create false assumption on the pictures that you want to portray, and it is not wrong if did you did the manipulation on the photo for example, uh, you want to keep the picture to yourself, or instead that um, okay, what was it, or if you want to advertise something, you, for example, you did the photo manipulation, perhaps you can put disclaimer inside the picture that this photo um, is being edited.
No, Alif, I think that my connection is not stable. I think it is my line. Alright. I'm I think that now I'm talking like a robot, is it?
No, teacher, your connection is good.
Alright, okay. It's okay, Alif. We are almost done with the class, alright? Thank you, Akim and Naufal, for your opinion, okay? So, if you're asking me, I think that photo manipulation is not wrong, right? You can do, but as Akim have mentioned, you have to put the disclaimer. As well as if you notice from the text earlier, it also have been mentioned that the media should put the disclaimer on the picture that they have been edited. Okay, so from the text and from the video and from the exercise that we have done, do you think you will look at pictures of celebrities differently after reading this text, or you will still be impressed with the pictures that you will be taking a look? So what is your perception soon?
I will not put the photos of celebrities as the benchmark of beauty.
All right, okay, because now you know the facts already, you know the truth already. Okay, so yes, that's it for today's classes. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have learned something. Okay, and do not criticize the medias. Okay, they just do their job, and that is their job. But actually, they just need to put the disclaimer so that people would be more caution on purchase on some products as well, and for the some of the photos that have been taken, okay, have been taken. So that's all for today's classes. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next class. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Okay,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher. Bye, teacher.